Sorry about that. I forgot to turn on the microphone. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you for pointing that out, that I had not turned on the microphone. Well, you didn't point that out, but you pointed out there was no sound. Now I confused the gimbal. It just quit on me, I think. There we go. Whee! Wasn't that fun? Okay, well, let me back up then. I hate that. I've done it before. I was in a rush, and so Anyway, we're headed to 11th Avenue. I should be there now, so I'm a good 10 minutes late. Having lunch. So it'll be downtown, but a different place than usual. That's about the only interesting thing I've said, except that I continue to work on the Kickstarter for the anthology featuring science fiction and fantasy by authors who are guests on my podcast, The World Shapers. You can see that podcast on my YouTube channel. I've done a Kickstarter every year for the past 4 years. I'm currently at $9,000, aiming for $12,000, halfway through. So I'm at 75% halfway through, but you get a huge chunk in the first day or two, and after that it slows down. So I wish it was a bit higher than it is. Pretty confident we'll make it, but I still wish it was a bit higher. So if you would like to contribute, please go to tinyurl.com/shapersofworlds #5. And that will do the trick. Guess we'll go over to Albert now. This is First Presbyterian Church, where I was married. Well, and my wife too, Alena, on the same day. What are the odds? And What Kind of Voices concert was there at Christmas time, but we have one coming up on Saturday, and it's at, I won't make it across here. It's at Christ Lutheran over on Dudney, so that's where I'll be on Saturday afternoon, singing. And seeing a lot of tree trimming going on. Also, you'll be able to watch that concert at 2 o'clock our time on Saturday afternoon. It'll be live streamed if you go to, she's going to the Cat Cafe. If you go to Wascana Voices or look for Wascana Voices on YouTube. No cats in the window at the moment. You can watch, you can see me sing. And I will, of course, post a list to it. Thanks a lot, buddy. Once it's been recorded. That's the main fire hall there. Please, somebody tell me I have sound now. If you can hear me, say something. I had the mic turned off. You should be able to hear me now. Alrighty, looks like we're going that way. Because this changes almost immediately, although I didn't actually get it to change, but I know that nobody's coming this way. I guess we will carry on down this way because the light is still cars coming, so I want to keep moving. I'm slower than I thought. If there was going to be a fire, the fire engines would come out here. Yes, sound. Yay. Good to know. A couple more blocks that way. 3 blocks, actually. That's where I'm headed. we can jaywalk now because nobody's coming down this one-way street for a while anyway. Go past what used to be the YMCA, is now called the Nest. Cross over because I'm heading more this way than that way. There's City Hall up there, with Canadian Oil's building on the left. That's usually, if I forget to turn on the microphone, it's because I was in a hurry, and that's exactly what happened today. Because I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late. Bonus points for anybody who knows that reference. Not that anybody's keeping score. If I keep going this way, we'll go by St. Paul's Cathedral, which is the oldest building around here, built in the late 19th century. Anglican Cathedral. Starting to get more people on the street because it's lunchtime almost. I'm afraid that's going to change before I get there. It did. I'm not sure, though, which block I want exactly. Uh, 2300. I don't want to walk too far the other way. If I walk too far, then I'm losing ground. But I think it's on this block, so I think I'll cross here. Wait for the light. Where you get a nice view of downtown from here. And City Hall. If you look up. I had a contract position there for 6 months once. My office was on the 15th floor, filling in for somebody who was on adoption leave from their communications department. That was 1994, so it's been a while. 30 years ago now. Hard to believe. I remember it well. Ah, yes. I remember it well. 2 more blocks this way and part of a block to my right. I'll be there. So City Hall, main entrance. There's a fountain there that's not currently fountaining. Various statues and things for various... This used to be the YWCA. Maybe it still is at the moment, but I guess it still is, but they're building a new one that I've walked by a few times over on the other side of Albert Street. A few blocks and a little further north. I don't know what will happen to this after that. I've been in the lobby, but obviously not up in the living areas. I think I'd be welcome up there. Next landmark here will be St. Paul's Cathedral. Is it on this block? Is it on the next block over? Maybe I'm actually past it. Did I misjudge that? You'd think I'd know. No, this is St. Paul's. It's coming up on the right. Anglican Cathedral. I've sung in there. It's a nice old church. Feels very English countryside kind of church, as you'd expect for when it was built and what it represents. This is just a parkade on our right for City Hall. There's St. Paul's. As I said, oldest building down here. This is a crosswalk, so one more block. I like this building. I like Gothic style churches. And it has a much newer addition that nevertheless manages to capture the feel of the old building. Here, kind of a fellowship hall. This next building up here is I think of it as a new building. It's not that new anymore. Residence. That was 12th, by the way, we just passed. Next one here is 11th. And then we'll be at the restaurant, which is called The Cure Kitchen and Bar. And I suspect everybody else is already there, but I'll be there in a minute. So I don't walk down this street very often. Saskatchewan Writers Guild used to be in that building. One of the years I did the 24-hour playwriting competition, I think it was in there. I don't do that anymore, but they were doing it every year for a while, and I entered it a couple of times. I didn't win, but I placed 3rd, I think. It wasn't bad considering first time anyway, I was doing, I think, the Mikado at Dark Hall, and so I had shows and wasn't really there for 24 hours. I think I wrote the longest play anybody turned in, and I did it in about 6 hours. It's a call center over here. And right up here is where we're headed. Of course, there's a cannabis store. It's on the next block. It's not on this block after all. Various other things are, but not that. Let's be one more half block up here. Be all right. There's nobody coming. Vintage Vinyl and Hemp Emporium. Back before cannabis was legal, they sold all the stuff for smoking it. Got busted once or twice too, I think. Okay, where that sign is up there is where we're headed. So I will stop right here. The view of the SGI building. Thanks for walking with me, and I'll be back. Bye for now.